Hello, I am Tom Lucas, a local musician playing here on Kitsap Peninsula. Welcome to the Bremerton-Kitsap Access television production of Voices, Songwriters of Kitsap Peninsula. Each show will feature a song written by a local songwriter. I will perform the song, and then we will talk with the songwriter. Our song today is called Getaway by Mike Davidson.
Get out of town, pack up the car and go. I got 19 in cash, a tank full of gas, so let's roll. My heart needs a rest, I'm tired of all these machines. Focus on you, focus on me, and new scenes. I like you, and sunny beaches. I like you, and starry nights where we'll walk in the woods. I'll roll in the grass with you. We can hold hands down at the beach, just us two. Sunny beaches, I like you, and starry nights where my spirit moves when I travel with you. So let's get on the train, go a little insane and be free. I know that you love to spend some of your time with me. Sunny beaches, you and I are gonna get away. On starry nights, well, you and I are making memories. Oh, my spirit moves when I travel with you.
The song you just heard was written by today's guest, Mike Davidson. After talking to the songwriter, our show will end with the original recorded version of the song. I would like to welcome Mike Davidson. Mike?
Tom?
Nice to meet you.
Good to be
Thank
here.
you very much for coming. So my first question is always the same. What was your inspiration for the song Getaway?
The song Getaway, I would say it's kind of a plea, kind of a codependent plea for balance. Like, can we just get out of here for a little while? And I kind of imagine myself in the spot of someone that just needed a break. And so it's a song about just taking a healthy break, just with some people.
Yeah, get away from all the machines.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, again, that was inspirational. I like that.
Yeah.
When you write music, what comes to you first? Or is it both the lyrics and the music the same, or one before the other?
Well, in this case, it was Getaway. In Getaway, in this case, it was the little riff. That little riff was rolling around in my head for a couple weeks.
Okay.
And then somebody said, "Let's get out of town," and I kind of overheard somebody say, "Let's get out of town," and I
and there you go.
Together, yeah.
And then you just
sometimes it happens like that. Yep.
Absolutely, yeah. So the album Getaway. Are you still working with the same musicians? Things have changed over the years.
That album was exceptional because, well, the answer is yes. I just saw Laura, who played on that album yesterday, last evening.
Okay.
And she recorded those tracks in Japan and sent them to Desert Hot Springs, where I was in the studio. And then I also saw Bo, who played on that record also. He recorded in Hawaii with me in Kukula Studio, and then also at Desert Hot Springs. He came down and recorded, and then we sent some tracks back and forth in between. And then I currently have a player locally, a bass player, Jamie, and it was fun to watch Jamie watch Laura because we played together, and then Laura played the songs off the record, and then Jamie knows them note by note, and so he's a huge fan of Laura, and so it's just kind of a network.
Is Laura a bass player?
Yeah, so Laura's a bass player on there, and she wrote those bass parts, and they're fantastic.
Okay.
And Bo is on the harmonica and the percussion, and then down in Desert Hot Springs, I have a pool of musicians down there, and so on the drums was a local musician there.
David's Lion Band. So is it still a working band? Do you play solo at all? Always with a small group? Or?
So when I play a trio or above, it's David's Lion Trio or band, David's Lion Band.
Right.
And then when I just play with my percussionist, who's also my merchandise manager, we're the Moisture Oysters. And I'm currently working on a comedy act, kind of a solo, almost solo, Mike D and Friends. It's going to be called The Unmastered Bastard. And I don't know if I can say that on TV.
Well, you did. We're not going to worry about it. So, your percussionist, when you play, just you, is it full kit or hand percussion?
No, it's Jennifer, and she plays the cajon, and she plays some chimes and little zills ding.
Yeah, I work with a cajon player as well at times, absolutely.
And then when the band gets together, then she's still there playing the congas and the bongos and just filling out the sound. Or running back to the merch table, hopefully, because somebody wants to, be there.
Okay. Facebook, I follow you now on Facebook, and I see that you live in a motorhome, and you call it the Osprey, or is it an Osprey? Is that a model?
It's a GMC RV. It's a 1976 GMC RV, and I just call it the Osprey. Yeah, it's just the name of the vessel.
Well, yeah, as I said, I've been following you. I know you had to do some repairs recently, and yeah.
Constantly. 50-year-old plastic, 50-year-old everything.
Oh,
pretty close to it, yep. We call it the tour bus. We call it the motor coach.
But the band doesn't travel to shows in that.
Oh, we can.
You can, okay.
Yeah. You can drive around with 6 people in there. Yeah.
Okay. Well, next time you go to a gig, let me know, and you can pick me up.
Absolutely.
That sounds like a gas.
That's pretty much, I'm here for the experience. And so the Osprey goes to one of the spots. I trade chores for rent or keep the little farm up or take care of goats or whatever. And it stays there pretty much unless it's service day or we're going to play some music. So it stays on its perch until it's time to fly and play.
So as I said, I follow you on Facebook. And I saw that you're also an artist, that you pick up instruments and you paint them. By any chance did you bring one with you today?
Well, by chance I did.
Yeah.
I did. There's one right behind you, as a matter of fact.
Let me grab that.
I started painting instruments because, like many musicians, you can't throw something away that just won't play ever again. And so this is a violin, so that's a sound post rolling around that I had. Actually, I picked it up when I was about 14.
This particular one?
Yeah, this particular one. I carried it around. It played for a while, but it just doesn't play well. And so it just can't throw it away, so it has to have a new message. So basically, it can't sing, so we're going to make it
vibes will compassion toward one another. Okay. Now, what I saw was that you raffle these off sometimes. You
sell
that one's
them for raffle. The guitar back here already raffled, but the guy loaned it to me because it's tuned special, and so I'm still writing songs on the special tuning. So the winner of the raffles loaned it to me graciously. I got to deliver it soon, I'm sure.
So as far as your work goes, you say you're retired, but you play shows.
Yeah.
You do some commission work doing the painting.
Yeah,
That particular guitar, I saw it works.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fully functional guitar, semi-functional. But some of the stuff you do is just for show, just artistic.
Yeah. I'm doing a skateboard right now where I'm going to drill the wheels off and turn into light bulbs. It's just an old beater skateboard, for instance.
Not always instruments.
Yeah, this is the first time I haven't done an instrument for like 20 years, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Playing out obviously must be important to you. Yeah. How often do you manage to get gigs?
Well, playing out's real important. You really have to represent your own music, And the goal is to get the music out, for me, is to get the music out and then follow it. And then have bigger and better adventures wherever the music takes me. But the first step is to get it out.
Get it out there.
And so I play quite a few open mics just to be in the scene. And then we have our house parties here and again, where the players will play some songs together at different places. And then we get to play out like the Manette Saloon, the Garage, and all the local places. And we're booked out. We just started booking because I want to make sure I had a good program with all 3 acts and make sure the Osprey was going to get where we need to go and square away all my issues for the summer. And then hopefully we'll just go down the coast, and at the end of this summer, we'll go down the coast and park the Osprey in San Diego, go to Hawaii, come back up in the spring.
Well, okay. Well, that's a lifestyle that I could certainly admire from a distance, although I'm not sure.
There's trade-offs, Tom.
Yeah, I'm guessing there must be some trade-offs.
There's trade-offs.
Like running water, hot running water.
They're all worth it at this point, finally. There's many nights where you think, I don't know if this is worth it at all, even anything, but yeah.
I'm trying to imagine it,
You're welcome to come by.
Well, at one point I'm going to have to take a tour of the tour bus.
Sure.
Terrific. Listen, music business has changed. I mean, at this point with streaming and whatnot, making it is not what it used to be. I don't see a lot of big rock bands out there anymore. You've got people streaming. For you, what would be the next step? Is there a next step, or are you there already? As far as success in music goes.
Right, that's like the constant every morning question, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. It has changed, and you can kind of steer it if you want. The industry's changed. The business part of it is necessary. I am just a hippie dropout, though. My answer is to have a different economy and do chores for rent and to live my life and try to be inspirational, keep my expenses so low that I don't even worry about anything, and then just follow where the music goes and engage in the exercise and not sweating it. Hang loose.
Sure.
That's the whole. That's my idea of success.
Yeah, you're going to have me that's spinning in my head now for a while. Okay, that's maybe the next step for me too. I like it. I'm going to have to get a motorhome. I think that's mandatory.
I think most everybody's getting one, and who knows what's going to happen in the future. The van life movement and how music's going to change, and things are different.
One more question. I always ask this question last. So, what's the wildest or craziest thing that's happened to you in your musical career? At a show, on the way to a show?
Well, there's so many. There's so many. I'm sure you get that a lot. But the wildest thing, because that's the word I prefer, is wild.
Yeah.
Because I gave you 2 different long answers. But the wildest thing was when I was 19 and I was just busking. And I was busking with a cat that lives here locally. We were in Puerto Rico, though, in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And turns out he moved here, too. We didn't even know it. Different story, I guess. Mm-hmm. But we were just playing on the street, and our friend was taking photographs of us. And this couple came along and said, "We want you to play at our party tonight." And we played at their party all summer long. We played every night. We became the bartenders, the bouncers. We became the in-house music, the chauffeurs that let the people out the door and
really
take the drunk ladies back to the. And that was just absolutely wild. And that was the thing that really said, well, I was in the Navy at the time. I said, well, when I get out of the Navy, I'm going on tour. I'm gonna figure this out.
So a busking job turned into a full-time position.
Yeah,
with multiple duties.
Up in the penthouse cruise. We'd be a different penthouse in downtown San Juan, Puerto Rico.
So the whole thing happened in Puerto Rico.
Just like that. Yeah. But it flipped the switch, and that was pretty wild.
And the switch was again?
The switch was anything can happen while you're playing.
Anything can happen.
You step down, be ready.
Oh, boy. Well, Mike, I want to thank you for coming out and talking with me today. As we sign off, we will be playing the album recording of Mike singing Getaway with his band, David Lyon, from their album, Getaway. Please take note of the information on the screen, which will direct you to their album and their local shows right here in Kitsap. The goal of our show is to encourage folks to get out and see these local bands in the venues that hire and support local music. Live music is connection. Come on out and connect with us and each other. Here it is, Getaway, recorded by Mike Davidson and the David's Lion Band from their album, Getaway.
Let's get out of town, pack up the car and go. I got 19 in cash, a full tank of gas, let's roll. My heart needs a rest, I'm tired of the noise and machines. I need to focus on you, focus on me and new scenes.